So you're thinking about settling your case and you want to know, is that final settlement number going to be the number that you end up with? Want to know more? Stay with me as I share with you some very important information. Hello, I'm Renee Boston. I am one of the birth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law at Boston Law Group LLC. I just want to talk to you a little bit about settlement and what settlement actually is. So people hear of cases settling or either a jury verdict, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to talk about what settling a case is. Settling a case is an opportunity for both sides to kind of come together and reach an agreement on what they think the case value is worth. Of course, one side is going to start higher than the other, and the other is going to start lower, but in some respects, they kind of meet towards the middle to get the case resolved. Now, the benefit of settling a case is that you know exactly what's going to happen. You decide on the terms and you kind of reach the conclusion as to what's going to happen. You don't have to wait for a jury or a judge to make any kind of conclusions. You just make the decisions as to what the terms of the settlement agreement is. Now, the purpose of this video isn't really to get you to understand about whether or not you have a case that's worthy of settling or whether or not you have a case that should go to trial. All that has been done in other videos. So Marcus and I have plenty of other videos on the website where you can go in and kind of find more information about what is needed to bring your case to the point of getting it settled. So what you need to prove in order to file your case, what you need to prove in order to get your case in front of the court, and what you need to get your case in front of the jury. So all those are other videos that we've done in the past, so we're not really going to deal with that at this moment. We're going to just presuppose that at this point you've met all the hoops and hurdles, you've gotten the case in the court, and you're ready to talk about settlement. Okay, so things you need to know about settling your case. What goes into that number? Of course, it's going to be a number bigger than what you anticipate, but what all has to come out of that number? What most people don't realize is that within that number, you have to pay your lawyer. So the legal fees are going to come out of that, and that's going to be negotiated usually when you first sign up with the attorney's office. So you'll know whether or not it's going to be a percentage or what that percentage is actually going to be. And that percentage is going to come off of whatever that settlement amount is. In addition to that, do you have medical bills? Do you have other things that you have to pay for? Well, if you do, then those numbers, that amount is going to come off that settlement amount too. So other things you should consider are things like your costs, what it costs to actually bring the case, and I mean as far as the court costs to actually file the lawsuit, and what it costs to actually bring the case into litigation. And by those costs, I mean things like taking a deposition of an expert witness, getting reports done, things like that. So all that is going to be encompassed as to your costs and your fees. So that way you know those numbers before going in. So I always tell people, know it all. You want to know when you get that big number, you want to know the other little numbers. You're going to know how much you're going to pay your attorney, how much you're going to pay in costs, how much you're going to pay in fees. Once you know all those numbers, and also if your medical bills need to be repaid. So you need to know all those numbers first before you can decide whether the big number is enough to include those little numbers and also put you back in a position or in a better position that you would have been in had the injury not occurred. For more questions such as this or any other medical legal questions you got out there, give us a call. We can be reached toll free, 833-4BABY-HELP, or if you want to, you can send us an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. We answer questions like this and many other medical legal questions all the time, and we'll be glad to sit down and talk to you about your case. Thanks again for watching. I'm Renee Boston, and we'll see you next time.